I mean, the churches, most of them have become incorporated, right? Well, once you incorporate, that's what that means. It means to become corporate, it's the dead body speaking, right? So they've incorporated, and now because they're under statute jurisdiction, they're now taxable. So then they apply, which means to beg for a tax-free exemption with the government. That adds the government into the church's in trust. And now you've given that which is holy, which was the church, over to the government, which is you've given that which is holy to the dogs. And then they have a foot in the door of your church. They can control and steer which way the church, goes and how it's going to go through. So you see how that's a huge problem that we have in the Christian world, and why so many of these Christian people are just going along with all of these mandates. It's because they're being told to by their leaders who have entered into trust with the government.
Yeah, and then they take offence a lot of the times if you mention something against their worldview. But it's like, there could be corruption within your church, and if you're not willing to see it, like individual priests might be fine, and there's some priests out there that are really good, but if the institution's been corrupted from the top down, it makes it very difficult. And they change the hierarchy of where God, the church, where man is, and government. Like man is supposed to be above government, but under God.
Yeah.
But they're putting the church above man, and then government above the church, which
that's
inverted.
Maxim. There's a maxim. The beginning, the principle of a thing is its beginning. So the principle, and I think it's the stream cannot rise above its source is another. And basically what it means is God created us, so we can't become greater than God.
Yeah.
Because he created us. He's the source of us. The I amness, the consciousness that's in us comes from God, who is I am. Right? That's what he says to Moses. He says, who are you? He says, I am. I am that I am. Right? And that's the thing. And then the government's created by man, and then the government says, no, you're below because you've agreed to it. And it's because corrupt men, because the government has no ability to think, the corporations can't think, they don't live, there's no life in them. It's only the people that give life to it, that work in it. And then what they do is they create something on paper, which it's not living, and then they get you to sign and agree to it and say, I'm going to be part of this fake world, this fake on paper world, the legal world. And then by doing that, they then, because of their own, your word is your bond. Whatever you say, you're meant to do. You've agreed to it. That's why they haven't put themselves above you. What they've done is they've tricked us into being below them. It's called capitis diminutio, and it's the legal term is to diminish your capacity. That's what the capitalized name is. Okay. Capitis diminutio. Yeah. So they do that, and they've been doing this for a long time, and we're too naive, I think, and we've been fed really well, lots of bread and circuses, lots of distractions. We don't have a clue about what's really going on.
Yeah, for sure.